A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a tense and rapidly unfolding situation, the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, has filed an emergency request with the U.S. Supreme Court to halt the imminent deportation of a group of Venezuelan men detained at the Bluebonnet Detention Facility in Texas. The ACLU's filing comes amid alarming reports that dozens of these men have been classified as members of the Tren de Aragua gang and are facing deportation under the Alien Enemies Act, a law dating back to 1798. According to the ACLU, the detainees have been informed that their removals could take place as soon as Friday or Saturday, raising urgent concerns about their legal rights and due process. The ACLU has previously challenged the deportation of two Venezuelan men from the same facility, arguing that they were not given the opportunity to contest their cases in court as mandated by the Supreme Court. The organization is now seeking a broader injunction to prevent any deportations under the Alien Enemies Act until a proper judicial review process is established. The situation is further complicated by the fact that some detainees have reportedly been loaded onto buses, with immigration officials allegedly pressuring them to sign documents in English that they do not fully understand. One immigration lawyer, Corinne Brown, recounted a harrowing case where her Spanish-speaking client was told that he would be deported regardless of whether he signed the papers. The ACLU's emergency filing underscores the urgency of the situation, as federal judges in other jurisdictions have already issued orders to halt deportations under the same law until detainees are given the opportunity to make their cases. However, no such order has been issued for the Bluebonnet facility, which is located 24 miles north of Abilene, Texas. The ACLU's efforts come on the heels of a recent Supreme Court ruling that allows deportations under the Alien Enemies Act, but only if individuals are afforded a reasonable opportunity to contest their removals. In this case, the ACLU argues that many of the Venezuelan men have not been given that chance, making their impending deportations potentially unlawful. As the legal battle unfolds, the ACLU is calling for immediate intervention from the courts to protect the rights of these detainees. The Trump administration has previously deported hundreds of Venezuelan immigrants, labeling them as members of the Tren de Aragua gang, and sending them to a notorious prison in El Salvador known for its harsh conditions. Families of those deported have vehemently denied these allegations, asserting that their loved ones are not gang members but rather victims of a flawed immigration system. The legal ramifications of this case are significant, as it tests the limits of the Trump administration's deportation policies and the interpretation of wartime laws and contemporary immigration enforcement. The ACLU's attorney, Lee Gellerant, emphasized the gravity of the situation, stating that deporting individuals without due process could lead to severe human rights violations. As the clock ticks down to the potential deportations, the ACLU is racing against time to secure a judicial order that would protect the rights of the detainees and ensure that they are granted the opportunity to defend themselves in court. The implications of this case extend beyond the individuals involved, raising critical questions about the treatment of immigrants in the United States and the extent of executive power in immigration enforcement. With multiple courts now involved and requests for emergency intervention pending, the outcome of this legal battle could set a significant precedent for the future of immigration policy in the country. As the situation develops, advocates for immigrant rights are closely monitoring the proceedings, hoping for a resolution that upholds justice and due process for all individuals facing deportation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.